Hey everyone, it's Brandi Devine, independent Scentsy Consultant with Hearth and Home Scents, and I want to talk to you about Bring Back My Bar. If you don't know what Bring Back My Bar is, every 6 months but twice a year anyway, Scentsy asks customers and consultants what their favorite bars from past seasons are and lets them vote on which ones they want to have brought back for 1 month only. Right now we're in the middle of a Bring Back My Bar month. So I want to tell you about my top 6 Bring Back My Bar picks. They are White Sands, Coconut Flower, Grape Granita, Cherry Clove Chutney, Business Casual, and Sweet Plum Pastry. Let me tell you a little bit about each one of them. This is White Sands, and it actually is kind of a sandy color. And as you can see, I've already used one. I like to try when I can to warm scents before I tell you about them. That way I can tell you, what to expect, because sometimes when you smell them, you smell a tester at a party maybe, or someone is giving you a sample, or even you have a bar but you smell it cold. It's not always the same when it's warming. So I kind of like to give you an idea of both sides of it. But White Sands, I will tell you Scentsy's description for White Sands. It says night blooming jasmine, which is, I love jasmine, softened by coconut milk and rice, enveloped in the gentlest breeze. It smells like, if you are familiar with Cashmere, which is one that retired not too long after I joined Scentsy, and I'm coming up on 3 years as a Scentsy consultant next month. So about 3 years ago, maybe 2.5 is when it retired. But it's very similar to Cashmere to me, only Cashmere has a little more maybe of a perfumey scent to it. But there's definitely floral in here, but it's not a strong, hit you in the face kind of floral. It's very delicate, and that's one of the things I like a lot about White Sands. Typically, I love cinnamon scents and a lot of the things like you would smell at the holidays, pumpkin and apples and things like that. But a lot of times in my bedroom, especially, I like things that are a little bit softer, and I think White Sands is really good for that. So the next one is Coconut Flower, and it's a pretty light kind of teal color, I guess you'd call it. And absolutely the first thing you notice when you smell coconut flower, or at least I do, is the coconut. But it does have kind of a, I guess, a Polynesian type of flower, maybe a, I don't know. Let me tell you what Scentsy says about it. Coconut Flower says, graceful tropical blossoms. And that's what I was about to say, is maybe a Polynesian flower, like maybe a hibiscus or a plumeria or something like that. Now don't quote me completely on that it's going to smell exactly like one of those. I just mean something that you would smell that's kind of tropical. But graceful coconut blossoms meet luscious pineapple and the subtle scent of coconut milk in a feminine floral fragrance. So there you go. Feminine, definitely floral, and strong scent of coconut. Next is Grape Granita, and I had never smelled this one before, so I wasn't sure. At first I thought, well, it's grape. My husband does not like grape anything except actual grapes. But if it smells like a popsicle or that sort of thing, he doesn't like it. So I wasn't going to get it. But then when I read Scentsy's description, I decided I would. It says sun-warmed grape and pineapple with undertones of honeysuckle. My husband loves honeysuckle, so I thought, hey, this might work for him. I will tell you, though, that when I got it and I smelled it cold, again, I have not warmed this one, so I cannot tell you at this point how much the honeysuckle comes out when it's warmed. But when you open it and you smell it cold, it is definitely, definitely grape. It's grape Kool-Aid, grape popsicle, anything like that. That's what grape granita smells like to me. It is a very, very popular scent, and a lot of people have been ordering this one with Bring Back My Bar. And it's really good. The next one is cherry clove chutney. And it's red, as you might expect. I am currently warming this one right there in my alabaster warmer. And it, I think, is a really good scent for maybe Christmas time, around the holidays. You do smell the cherry, so it's a lot like if you were to have an apple cinnamon scent, only with cherry. I mentioned my husband before. Cherry is his absolute favorite. So I got this one because I love the spices. He loves the cherry. So I knew it would be a really good combination for us. And Scentsy says about cherry clove chutney, crushed bean cherries, cloves, and cinnamon. So that's pretty straightforward. It's cherry and spices, and it smells wonderful. I think it might actually also make a really good transition between maybe the holidays are over and you're moving into the new year and you're still kind of hanging on to the holidays a little bit, but you're ready for something a little different than the traditional holiday spices. This would be a really good one, I think. The fifth one is Business Casual. A huge, huge, huge seller. As long as I've been with Scentsy, anytime it comes back and Bring Back My Bar in a sale and anything, people are all over this one. This is what the wax looks like. And I'll tell you, this is actually the very first scent I ever bought. I had contacted a consultant that I had actually seen on YouTube, and spoke to him about Scentsy and told him I wanted to order, and Business Casual is the first scent that I ordered from him. And I ended up joining Scentsy, and the consultant I just mentioned is now my sponsor. His name is John Sparks. So there's a little story for you about that. And Business Casual says a fusion of exotic cardamom, which is another spice I really, really love, intriguing caraway, lively pepper, and fragrant woods with a powdery wisp of orange blossom. And it just smells very much like a high quality men's cologne, and it is heavenly. Reminds me of my honey. The last one is Sweet Plum Pastry, and I am actually somewhat new to Sweet Plum Pastry. It's been around. It came out after I was already a consultant, but it's one of those that honestly, I smelled it in a tester and I thought, well, that's nice, but it wasn't anything that I was just in a huge rush to get my hands on and warm. I don't really know why, but it just wasn't. And then I took one of my old testers, put it in my warmer, and by the way, did you know you could do that? If you ever happen to get, whether mini or full size, any size of tester from your consultant, which hopefully is me, then you can turn those upside down in your warmer and the wax will melt and drip down into your warmer, and then you just take the plastic part out and you can warm that wax. So that's what I did with this one, Sweet Plum Pastry. And I thought, what in the world have I've been thinking all this time? Why didn't I get it when it was available to me? And that was last month that I did that. And so I was super excited when I found out that this one was coming back in Bring Back My Bar. So naturally I ordered it. And again, it's that pretty purple color, very indicative of Scentsy itself. And the description for that one is, where did it go? There it is. Black plum and toasted coconut garnish a marshmallow cloud. And that is what I smell. I definitely smell the coconut. I smell the sweetness of the marshmallow. And then of course there's the fruitiness of the plum. It is, I think, maybe a really good one, of course, in a kitchen because it's a food scent. But also, I'm thinking maybe in a little girl's bedroom or bathroom because, I don't know, it just reminds me of all things princess and rainbows and all that good stuff. So those are my top 6 picks, and I hope that you will try them out. Bring Back My Bar only lasts until July 31st, 2018, so that deadline is coming up very quick. Please let me know if you are interested in getting some. Also, if you would like to host a party, or it doesn't have to be a party, it can be just a get-together. I do a lot of things online with Facebook, and so let me know. We can do that. We can get you hopefully some half-price items and some host credit for that you can actually use to get Scentsy products free and half price. And also, if you would like to do what I'm doing and you want to sell Scentsy, it is just such a wonderful decision that I made 3 years ago. I'm so glad that I joined. And if you want to do the same, I would love to help you get started with that. So just let me know. Send me a message, or I will give you my email address in the comments, and any other way that you can contact me, and let's connect and I'll get you started. I hope you guys make some wonderful memories. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.